What's up, guys? DoGoPro 3 here. For anybody that didn't know that's watching this, my real name is David, and I have applied for the military, and just recently I've been sworn in to the United States Air Force. So technically I am an inactive reserve because I'm still awaiting for my job. So I'm in the DEP, Delayed Enlistment Process Program. But that is not what this video is about. This video is about ASVAB, and this video is about my MEPs experience. So, let's start off. Your recruiter should give you all your paperwork in an envelope so you can take it to MEPs in order to do your ASVAB and your physical. For me, I did them back to back. One day I did my ASVAB, next day I did the physical, all the questions, medical, take your job and all that. So, for the ASVAB, this book right here, in my personal opinion, is the best book to use, to study. You got to study for the ASVAB if you want to do well. The four things that you really need to focus on are the word knowledge, math knowledge, paragraph comprehension, and arithmetic reasoning. Those are the four sections that you actually need in order to get into the military. And the rest of the sections help you get your job in your specific branch. So if you're going to focus on something, focus on those four sections. The biggest tip that I can give you from this book and studying/practicing is to actually study the practice tests in the back. In this book, ASVAB for Dummies, there's about 4 practice tests. So what I did, studied for 2 weeks, and what I mean by studying is I did all 4 of the tests, went over the questions, answers that I got wrong. There's answers in the back that they give you and they explain it. That's all I really did to study. That's all I did. I didn't read this book front to back. I didn't go find another book. This is what I used. And I did pretty well on my ASVAB. I'll show you my score. Yeah, I did pretty well on the ASVAB, and I only studied for 2 weeks. If you apply yourself and you push it, that's all you need. That's all you really need. For my experience through MEPs, the first day, like I said, was the ASVAB. I was the last one there because I had to get a notarized copy of my birth certificate, which I did not have. I had a copy, just a regular copy. Luckily enough, my recruiter rode me around to Vital Records, got one, and got in there maybe 30 minutes before the last person to take the test. I was the last one in the test, and I was the last one out. Don't worry about being first, last. As long as you get there, focus on the test and do well. Like I said, I was the last one in, I was the last one out. But as you saw, I did pretty well on my ASVAB. That's all I did for the first day. The shuttle took us to a hotel, stayed there. Be sociable. You might see these people again in your specific branch. You might not. Don't be antisocial. Don't be up in your room in a ball like this. Go talk to the people. You may see them again, you may not. You may need them again, you may not. But just be cool with the people. After you get in your hotel and you have quiet hour, I think it's 11 o'clock, you have to be up by 4 a.m. When they say 4 a.m., they mean 4 a.m. They will call your room at 4 a.m. So be up, be ready. They give you breakfast. And luckily enough for me, I ate a big dinner the night before, took a shower the night before, so I had a little bit of time to sleep in. Just play it how you want, but don't be late to the bus because they will leave your ass. I know that for a fact that they left 2 people because they didn't want to wake up. And their whole process had to be started over again. Don't believe me, just watch! Anyway, like I said, the bus maybe leaves around 5-ish, and you have to get to MEPs at 6. That's when they open. Second day for MEPs, we all go in, process, sign in, da-da-da. The first thing that they did, eye color, hair color, blood pressure. So after you get all your information, you have your folder, and they make sure you have the folder, like I said, from a recruiter that gives you a folder. I don't know if I said that earlier. Make sure you have the folder. That way you can give the paperwork to the MEPs people. They get all that stuff organized and processed. Like I said, first thing, they ask eye color, hair color, take the blood pressure. Then they take you off to another section. But this is all in the group, by the way. And you go in, you do your hearing test, your vision test, your drug test, your analysis, and the blood test. They are pretty much saying, can you see? Can you hear? Are you on drugs? Do you have any sexually transmitted diseases? If all that's clear, you go to the next part. They split the guys and girls up. Guys, you strip naked into your underwear. Don't be the guy wearing commando or going commando or having a thong or having compression shorts. Like they say, boxers, briefs, or boxer briefs. Don't vary anything else aside from that. Seriously. They have you do these hand and finger-eye coordination things. They make you duck walk. They make you squat. They make you walk around. Just follow directions. What they're really stern about is following directions. They may come off as rude and forceful, but they're just doing their job. Be nice to them. Help them help you. Anyway, after the physical part, you actually take a physical. So that's one-on-one with the doctor. Don't change your answers from what you changed to your recruiter. If you answered one way to your recruiter, answer the same way. Don't lie, be honest. Don't change your answers. Don't lie, be honest. Don't change your answers. The doctor will, put a stethoscope on you, make sure you're breathing okay, chest, lungs, all that. If you're a guy, yes, they will grab your balls and you'll call. If you're an athletic guy and you've had sports and you had to take a physical, this is nothing new. But the new thing is, they will make you bend over. Luckily enough for me, the doctor didn't poke his finger in my, where the sun don't shine. I got lucky and all he did was tell me to bend over. He found what he needed to find. He didn't have to touch anything. I was like, whew. And then we just started talking about basketball and the rest was history. After all the physical part, after the hearing test, the vision test, the blood test, the drug test, the physical, and the actual physical and medical history, they feed you lunch. So you're chilling there for a minute. Then you take your stuff to the specific branch. For me, it's the Air Force. And I went to Air Force Liaison, gave me some more stuff to fill out, and started asking me questions. Don't change your answers from what the recruiter says and what from the liaison says. Do not change your answers. The moment you change your answers, oh, well, you said this here, why are you changing it now? That could stop your whole process. You can get eliminated from the military automatically for lying. There's fines, there's jail time possibility. Just be straight before it and don't change your answers. That's all I can say. After that, depending on how well you did on all the hearing, vision, see if you're color deficient, see if you can hear everything, see if you did all that, and how well you did on your ASVAB, your recruiter or liaison for whatever branch it is will give you a job book to pick from what you did, depending on how well you did on all those. Luckily enough for me, I had 7 freaking pages. 7 pages to choose from. It was a little overwhelming, but the stuff that I really wanted was crossed out. Not that I wasn't ready for it or I couldn't do it, just the fact that they didn't need it, which is cool. I may reapply again and hopefully they'll need it at that time. For me, I just wanted to get into the military, get into the service, get into the Air Force. So the jobs that I had, which were plenty, were still decent. So I chose 10. After that, they give it to you. You go sit in the waiting room and you read a certain document that, about desertion and going AWOL and make sure you understand. And then they swear you in, depending on what branch you are. We all go in at the same time. There may be about 10 of us at a time. You raise your right hand, you swear in, da-da-da-da. You take a picture, you put your fingerprint, and you're done. You're pretty much just waiting for everybody else to do their thing. Biggest tips, like I said, for ASVAB, studying and practice. Study the actual practice test. Go over it thoroughly. Make sure you understand why the answers are the answers. And that is the biggest section that you need to focus on. And if you do that, you'll do really well in the ASVAB, and that helps the rest because that's what you need in order to get the job you want. And then you just play the waiting game. Hope I didn't miss anything. If I did, ask me in the comments below. Subscribe. This channel has other things as well. Let me know what else you want to see. Hopefully I can get you more videos, and maybe after basic training I can give you a video on that. Other than that, take it easy.